Alright. We'll make sure everything's working. And we are good to go. Hello, everybody. Hello, we're back. We're back. And we are back today with Ace Attorney. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Hello there, Cheddar. Hello, Witherwings. Hello, Niv. Hello, guys. Hello, Verifia. Hello, Precious. Hello, Anya Eats Apples. Hello, Jade. Hello, Sifters. Hello, Lovers Hope. Hey, guys, how are we? We've got Shorkay, we've got Anavug, we've got Valerian, we've got Nightchester, we've got Jazzy, we've got Val, we've got Lotta Hugs, we've got Ventry. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. We've got Blue. We've got Joanne. It's nice to see you guys. I hope you guys are having a good day. We've got Neely. We've got Vizily. And we've got Uzi. We've got Roz Stolly. We've got Cherry. Hello, everyone. Hello. We've got Thunder. Hello. We've got Les Ferry. Hello, everyone. Sherlockian. We've got Koshu and Ayiyas. Hey, guys. Hello. We got Jackie. We got Z. We got Sylvie. We got Jenico. Hello, everyone. Hello. Today, guys, we are playing Ace Attorney. We've got Axe IDK. We got Nix and McCaw. Hello, everyone. We've got F-Blow. Today, guys, we are going to be... What the... Oh, my God. Nev, thank you for the tier 3 sub to Val. What the hell? Thank you. W Nev, hell yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We're going to be playing some Ace Attorney. And we're finally getting back to it. It's been a little while. And oh my god, Nev, thank you for the oh my god. tier 2 sub to Nearly. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Anya, thank you so much for the 90 stream streak. I really appreciate that. 10 more. Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Alright, well, we are going to get started on this in just a moment. But I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream here today. So we're going to be playing a little bit of Ace Attorney. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Might as well just get started immediately. It's been a little while, and I'm really excited to continue Ace Attorney. And yeah, let's pretty much get into this. Edgeworth. Thank you, Jazzy, for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright. And I believe this was where we were up to. So, without further ado, the attorney will be acing today. Exactly. Alright. Beautiful. So we're getting straight into it. Hello, Chai. Hello, Andy. Hello, guys. Welcome to the chat. And Aforiri. We got Kyo as well. Hey, guys. Welcome. We're going to get started into this pretty much immediately. Just want to say thank you to everybody for coming to the stream today, as per always. I lurk now and do work. No worries. No problem. And everyone's lurking. Okay, all good. Alright. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has her motives. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh no. Is this the fucking... Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello? Right and law officers.
Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone.
Maya, where's Maya?
As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Phew.
Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished.
Wait, what? What?
So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend.
Are they starving her? Oh my god. Thank you for the 100 stream streak, Sherlockian. Wait, when did this happen? I just started watching yesterday. Thank you so much.
At any cost, wouldn't you agree?
Wait, Maya, let me hear her.
Very well.
Ask my... Maya, is that you? Ask my sis. Ask my sis. Wait, what? Oh no, we're gonna have to... Maya, damn it! You cut me off. Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Are you serious? Phoenix, we've been playing this game for nearly 2 whole games, and you still don't understand what that means. Are you serious? Hello, M&M. Hello, Zen. Hello, Naikuma. Hey, guys. Welcome. Hello, Mel. Hello, everybody that's joined. Are you serious? There's no way you don't understand what that means. Come on, Phoenix. Come on. Come on. Come on, Phoenix. Sigh. You're a hopeless one. Sorry. Ugh. Yo, Lovers Hope, thank you for the 105 stream streak. Appreciate it. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is not what I was expecting. Oh my god. Hydration, yeah, I'm on it. You accidentally closed the stream. Dude, I'm sorry. Every time I see this, I am so thrown off. There is something about that hair and that face that just, they are not meant to be together, bro. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. Okay. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe. By the way, can we just agree that this character existing, this whole, you know, revive the dead to talk to them shit is complete bullcrap? I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. The kidnapper! What's he like? I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? When I go to court, let me grab my Ouija board. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. Oh, apple pie sounds good. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. E4Riri, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Appreciate it. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. What? If I don't step into the door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere. Try, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. Yo, Andy, thank you for the 5 stream streak. Huh? Someone dropped a card. What the way? It kind of looks like a business. Guys. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. Oh, what a strange card. Ah, that's it. The shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of it. This feels too intentional. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. There's no way. This feels too... This felt... No. That felt like bait, bro. That felt like bait. Everything is pointing towards the secretary. Well, sorry, not the secretary, the manager. Like, everything is pointing towards them, and that just feels a bit too, like, convenient, you know what I mean? This is meant to be the last trial of this game, and I refuse to believe it is that obvious. I've made it successfully. Hello, Luffy's Alpha. Hello. Also, I don't trust Engard. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out here trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Oh my... Dad, stop, please. Mia, we must get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case. By the end of today. Indeed. Well, let's get going. It's him. Actually, top five most punchable characters in Ace Attorney so far. There are too many. I'm gonna be real. I don't even remember half of them because there are that many. This is right.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please.
Wait. The kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer Dude? Who was that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Yeah, but it does have something to do with Engard, because he showed a visible reaction to it. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Yo, Mineral, thank you for the 120 stream streak. Let's freaking go. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Mineral.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engard. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma?
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me?
Your Honor, please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor
Von Karma has... This morning, Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman? What? Shot? Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about. Oh my god, his present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Dude, this feels like Engard's responsible. Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
I don't have that answer.
She's alive and in stable condition. Unknown figure.
That's good. Phew.
You're... I thought he'd show up. Oh, it's... Oh, okay.
Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I've looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Engard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer.
I'm pretty sure what the story is trying to implicate is that we finally have someone who actually is guilty, and we have to decide if we want to prosecute them for that, because I do think Engard is guilty. I think that's the reason why Miles is so confident here.
Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
And everyone else that could be involved in this murder feels like they've been framed to be, like, involved in this murder. Like, the card being with the shell, it seems too obvious. Like, they've set up an obvious motive, right? But I don't trust it.
Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Wait, what? Detective Gumshoe?
The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness.
Damn!
Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. That's the other thing. I can't think of what else the answer would be. Genuinely, this is the first time where I think that the person that we're defending is the murderer.
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards ceremony, sir. The victim, Han Corridor, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
That obviously makes no sense.
After the awards ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room. Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Also, question for everybody. I am thinking about starting another story-based game very soon. And I would be interested to hear if you guys would be excited for that. Yes, like a longer term story-based game. So yes. Okay, cool. I'm not going to say which one because obviously, you know, I would like to keep you all in suspense, but another story-based game I think would be great. Yes? Okay, cool. Lovely. Beautiful. Good to hear. Nod, nod. Beautiful.
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards ceremony, sir.
Okay, let's save this game. No, we need to save it over that one. More voice acting. Yippee! Okay, let's press. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
And that's when the victim's body was found, correct?
Which is to say, the murder occurred during the 30-minute break period. Continue with your testimony, detective. The victim, Han Corridor, was found dead in his hotel room.
The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt Engard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her brother. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Engard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir.
I'm alert because I need to eat lunch. I have to go and cook now. That's all good. For reference, the manager has everything going for them to be the murderer, but if you look at who could actually be responsible for this murder, you have Will Powers, Lotta Hart, Security Lady, the dead guy, Matt Engard themselves, Adrian Andrews, and a deceased lady from the past. Which, I'm gonna be real, after what they talked about, like, you know, seeing the truth about this case, and, like, proposing the idea at the very beginning of the case that you could be defending a guilty client, and given it's the last one of the second, like, of the second cases, of the second game, that implicates to me that potentially, for the first time ever, we actually have someone that's guilty that we're defending. I don't know. I do not know.
After visiting his room, she went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see, and that's when she found the victim's body. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir.
The cause of death, Wasn't that because Mr. Corridor was stabbed in the chest?
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana. Bandana. This bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, his banana-scented bandana. Then what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here.
Okay, so they were strangled with a scarf and then stabbed with a knife. Oh, you guys heard my hiccups? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Red cylinder. That should have helped.
At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case.
And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it, how's that? We thought of that too,
But?
The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
Only the victims, huh?
I see. So much for my theory, then.
Interesting.
However, we later found out that the guitar had nothing to do with the murder.
Really? What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it?
Yeah, what was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Horn Corridor, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Huh.
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Mr. Matt Engard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing.
Very well, Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Matt Engard and Juan Corridor were huge rivals of each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my books. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off of the ninja costume and was found in Mr. Engard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir.
Azura, thank you for the first time message. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Enjoy your stay. Okay, so knife bears the victim's blood and Engard's fingerprints. In the grip, Gatewater is engraved. Well, yeah, we found that knife on the plate inside the room with the manager. I feel like the manager being responsible for this feels way too obvious, but I don't want to assume anything, because if I start assuming, it makes an ass out of you and Ming, so I don't want to do that.
And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What? Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Corridor's blood, found in Engard's hakama. It genuinely feels like there was no other way to get around this. W reference, thank you. Ming is here.
All of this very clearly points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor.
Ready to give in, right?
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
You can press as hard as you'd like, just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
Bro, every single time that we've... Never mind. Alright, let's do this.
Mr. Engard and Horn Corridor were huge rivals of each other.
But in terms of popularity, Mr. Engard won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Horn Corridor was always one step behind Mr. Engard in everything. This year it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
But Mr. Corridor lost the Grand Prix this year, in the end.
That's too bad, he must have been pretty downhearted after losing. They each thought the other guy was in his way, that's more than enough in my book.
Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Engard was beating Mr. Corridor in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, Detective. It's not... Well, I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Damn!
Eh? No, not you too. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, that's... I look forward to your pension negotiations.
Damn.
No! Now, Detective, let's continue with the testimony. No, not my poor pension too. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir.
What about what I was saying? Hello, anyone?
As for evidence, there's the Jamming Ninja's button.
Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off of the Jammer Ninja's costume.
Huh? But can't you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it.
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
Mr. Edgeworth, help me, sir.
Alright, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now, to reel this one in.
Thread.
Huh?
The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal.
Ugh. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
It was ripped up of the ninja costume and found in Mr. Engard's hakama.
When was this button found?
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded everyone, who knew Mr. Corridor. And we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have any free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Hey, what is he trying to say about me here?
The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes it a premeditated murder.
Actually, let's go back. How were the fingerprints, arranged on the knife?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Whoops. By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand?
Oh, is that what you meant? We didn't actually think of that.
Brother. I can't believe the bumbling of this department.
Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder. So is the defendant the owner of this knife, then?
I kind of want to see the evidence we have. Yeah, sure. So we have this, which is a photo of, obviously, the samurai themselves. We have this. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show, which was a conference ticket that apparently our client was not aware of, for reference. There was the radio transceiver, originally from Maya's kidnapper, who goes by the name of D-Killer. It's very strange. We obviously have Lotta's camera, stolen on the night of the murder. A tabloid article about the victim was in this case. Supposedly, old granny over here, literally referred to as security lady, Wendy Oldbag, they seem to have stolen Lotta's camera. At least that is the implication we were able to gather. Most likely because they were interested in the gossip as well. And then we obviously have the scandal here, that they've been getting close with the mysterious yet beautiful manager, Miss AA, which unironically could be the reason behind, or a motive behind, those actions being taken. We also don't know AA's involvement in Han at all. And obviously their rooms are right next to each other, and then there's the lobby out here, and the hall. The hall was where they were supposedly meant to do their little showcase, if I remember correctly, unless that was the lobby. The weirdest piece of evidence is the guitar. It's empty, there's some water, but only on the top of the lids. It bears Corridor's fingerprints, and the wine glass found next to the victim is filled with tomato juice, and there's no sign it's been drank. Which, a lot of weird evidence. We obviously also have the photo here of the murder scene. There's just a lot of evidence that just doesn't line up. Like, there's a tomato juice bottle here, but it's full, right? So, obviously, this can't be... Oh my god, bro. It's just very odd. It's just very strange. Then you obviously have the suicide report regarding Celeste, found by Juan Corridor. And their suicide note might have been hidden. Shrimpsy? Oh yeah, sorry. The attempter was Adrian Andrews, trying to commit suicide as well from shock of Celeste's suicide. And then you have the time of death, strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife, which implicates that whoever did this, right, seems to have stabbed them by using their fingerprints all over. And it could have been the manager, because the manager had access to the room. And then apparently this was ripped from the costume, is covered in Corridor's blood. Like, genuinely, I don't know how to defend this.
So is the defendant the owner of this knife, then?
Yo, what's up, Starry? Hello.
The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
There is no way that this was a premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Sorry, pal, this isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder, we're done for. Phoenix. Yes? There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late. A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with Engard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. We're still in a world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be, okay, Phoenix? Interesting. I'm gonna go with the last one then. Okay. We're gonna save over that. They bought the knife for the crime scene, which makes this a premeditated murder. Objection! No. Wait a second.
What?
So the basis of your argument was that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand.
That's right, pal. The defendant
did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh? It has a gateway seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel?
Oh, uh-oh.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Okay.
Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What? I agree with Edgeworth here.
I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit that this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. But I didn't... Oh... The question is... Where did this knife come from? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corridor's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect.
Yes, it is incorrect. The victim made a meal, last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case,
I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife and fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Engard. Especially what was on top of his table, yes. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife.
Yep.
We investigated the leftover dishes for the fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Engard's knife was missing. Ugh. Mr. Engard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife to visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe that the prosecution has proven that this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
It seems like Edgeworth had planned this from the beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. I'm so EP Bitstream. That's okay, Luntian.
A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There's quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of time, Your Honor. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court.
Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, Phoenix. The judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court?
I'm gonna be real, I don't fucking know. I am lost. I'm actually lost on this one. I'm just gonna say no, even though that's probably just gonna result in... But then, if I say no, then it's just gonna result in the end of the game, isn't it? Like, at that point, I might as well say something. Ah, fuck it. If it ends the game, I'll just reload it. There has to be another trap. Better if I don't say anything than risk throwing out a bad piece of evidence.
Looks like the defense isn't saying a peep on this one, which means that this court is adjourned.
Phoenix, we will lose this case if you give up here, so you'd better show the judge something quick. Slow down, we all know I have a tendency to be wrong more than... I can't even say it. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel that this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance.
See you later, Orbit. Thank you for coming.
What the judge is saying is, Mr. Wright, if you don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here, If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. You may now present one piece, and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show the court?
Oh my god. The top right. If I fail this, the whole thing's over. I think it's this. To be honest. Because it seemed like the Nickel Samurai was supposedly going to confess something. Save? I can't save. It won't let me. That's okay. I have a save from just before this, so that's okay. I think it's this. Like, I feel like this is something that just can't really be ignored. So, that's the only piece of evidence I have to...
Sorry, Riot, but this time your bluffing steered you wrong. I can see nothing strange about this piece of evidence.
Wait. Uh-oh. Well, shit. There's no way for me to, like, press escape, by the way, and, like, reload it. So, yeah. Hey, man, to be honest, kind of deserved. Rip Maya. No! Didn't Maya escape, by the way? Like, it seems like they escaped. Actually, I do. Okay. Okay. Save. Okay. Okay. I mean, we could talk about the kidnapper, who is pushing for us to be able to finish this case in one day, because it almost feels like... Gotta go to class. See everyone. See you later, Azura. Thank you for coming. What could be the answer here? I genuinely don't know. Damn it, is it not that? Okay, I'm gonna load back. What is the important evidence? Bro, Edgeworth, what the fuck, man? Why would you tell them about the kidnapper? Bro, at this point, I don't know. Dude, I actually am lost with this case. Maybe it's because I took a break, but like... Actually, that is weird.
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over, along with everything else is in this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth. What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crimes took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Riot.
Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? I mean... No, there's no way. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They might just fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You've turned the situation on its head again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
What?
You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think that this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then...
Of course it's been thoroughly inspected.
For fingerprints. Fingerprints?
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants, rather they were one of Adrian Andrews.
What?
That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there.
Gotta go to class, have a good stream, everyone. See you, Jade. Thank you for coming.
Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corridor. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, Mr. Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer that I've come to discover. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I can't allow you to pass judgment yet. Wait, what? The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Wait, huh? Another witness?
Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? Yeah, they could win the case right here, so obviously to him it's not about winning. Oh my god.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation,
G-O-T-C-H-A. Gotcha. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more than happy to see me.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch at the witness stand?
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm going to tell you anything and oh my god, because she had the helmet on, Mr. Edgeworth didn't know that it was her. That's awesome. He wouldn't have ever brought them to the witness stand. He would have just ended it there if he knew. Oh. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime scene.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know.
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. No, please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Mr. Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dear Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that Angard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corridor. But those two were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed in the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Oh, God. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Han's room. It was Engard. Matt Engard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Han's room.
So Mr. Engard came out from the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Alright, let's save this. Oh boy. We're gonna save that over this. Thank God we're past that clown. Like, now that we're doing this case, I'm so glad we're not doing that clown case. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me, so I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? You're a little EP, so I'm gonna rest and lurk. Good luck, boss. No worries, Hashi, all good. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Something you were interested in? And just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know? It's top secret between me and Han. And Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Answorth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip?
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later.
Oh, Edgeworth, you just gave me a hint. Gossip. Yes. Looks like we shouldn't force her right now.
Did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. Oh, then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corridor's room? See you later, Chai. Bye-bye. I mean, see you later, Dilixie. Sorry. I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I've turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct?
Fortsy is kicking Chai out. Boss, no, Chai, no! That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Han's room. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. He was...
Yes, he was.
Ah, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now. Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was Engard, Matt Engard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. I see I'm not wanted here. No, Chai, no! You saw my client. Are you sure about that? Yesy. Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of this year, of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. The person's clothes. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters. But it does. Now what was it? Okay, yes. It was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket. Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Right. Wait. But wasn't he meant to be wearing his ninja outfit at the time? Why are you throwing tomatoes at me? Bro, what did I do? Man. I'm throwing a tomato at you, Catch. Oh, thank you. God damn it.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
It was very important. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket to be appended in her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness please. Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
Yes, Engard was the Nickel Samurai. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Okay, it has to be this, right? Unless I'm misremembering the information. It has to be... this! No! Fuck! Your Honor, that statement contradicts... Fuck! I thought it was. I thought he was wearing it during that time, wasn't he? There's no way he wouldn't have taken it off, right? He was wearing that his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. But wasn't he wearing? Yeah, the button. Good point. I was like, it had to be that. Miss Oldbag. What? Don't say my name for no reason. Do you know what this is? Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Give it here, give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Bro. Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Engard's body during a full body search. See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Engard. It was caught up in the pleats of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants. See? See? And Engard is the Nickel Samurai. Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? Ah. I'm sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you think I was the most gorgeous woman ever, but then I have to pick up this ridiculous looking outfit. This outfit is hideous. I've got a tape recorder. It's heavy. So heavy. I wish we would have switched to CDs ages ago, but I'm still keeping a dream of life for all the kids out there I work hard with. Understand. Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as a documentary on Curly. You should take a 10 from 10 from Edgy Poo here. Oh my god.
Now hold your tongue still there for a second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Engard, the man, but Mr. Engard, the Nickel Samurai?
But when you think about it... They're really one and the same anyway. Brief Fortsy, eyes. No, I'm good. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about. Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. What the hell? Engard. Yes, now I remember. That Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was the Nickel Samurai I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to get to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Hyun. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Ah, youngins today. I told you, there is no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Hi, Kiwis. Hi, Fortsy. Hey, Fluka. Hello. Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Rai, you may cross-examine the witness.
By the way, guys, I'm getting lunch. My food is about to be here. So if I disappear randomly, you know why. Engard. Yes, now I remember. Oh, bam! What is it? I bought myself pies today. Pies and chips. Because I was hungry. And I decided to get something different than sushi. Would you please get on with your testimony? What's your language, young man? What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. Is that how that works? If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs. What? W Precious? Oh, you activated the Kiwis? Oh, shit. Okay, thank you, Precious. Kiwis pretty, please. Alright, Kiwi time. Give me a second. Bum, 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 bum. Also, just to let everybody know, we have a new dono goal for pastel red kiwis, which is the next one coming up. So pastel red kiwis are now available as part of our new dono goal. And obviously we have the sub goals as per normal. Also, just a little note, we're actually adding a new sub goal really soon, just so everyone is aware. The new sub goal is one that I'm really excited about because it'll be really fun. We are adding, and I guess this is the first time I'm announcing it. I'm going to announce it in the Ace Attorney stream, but we are going to be adding a blind box sub goal, where I will be opening those little bear boxes with the little white bears in them. And I'll be getting a bunch of them, some Hello Kitty ones as well, and I'll be opening those on stream. So that is the plan. Yeah, I think that'll be really cute. So that'll be a new sub goal soon. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. Sorry, continuing in the game. A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the Nickel Samurai. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts.
This sub goal was actually an excuse so I can also buy blind boxes. Overconsumption cause silly. More bears for the Fortsy setup. Yeah, no, that's the plan. I really want to have bears all across my monitor. Okay, you promise, right?
Right, I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. Bro!
Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Okay. I think my food is about to be here. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago? Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what? See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier, who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. Since when did court become theatrics of her testimonies? All that matters is that the man inside that costume, isn't that enough? Yes, it was. Oh my god, I just got a achievement. Press Oldbag's claim. Wait, I need to see this. Press Oldbag's claim that it was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. JFA episode 4. Wait, what? Huh? Hi, Kiwi's informant, just dropping by for a sec. Hey, 27Air, nice to see you again. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. And why would that be? That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. You're such an annoying child, you know that. You disagree with everything I say. Okay, guys, my food's here. I'm gonna be back. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to go and get my food, but my food is here, and I am good to go. Let's do this. Hi guys, where did Fortsy go? Hello, Nix. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back. I've got my food. I got a jester. A jester. Alright. I'm surrounded by fat kiwis. Why is that the first thing I hear when I come back? Kiwi tax? Yeah, sure. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. Hey, wait, this is that one guy I called smart a couple weeks ago. Cool, just making sure he's still smart, bro. Thank you, Moff, I appreciate that. Sorry, guys, I'm just eating for a second. How's everyone enjoying the case so far? Eat well, Fortsy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's okay. We can eat stars. I'm so confused. Me too. Here's some free stars for you guys. I never played or watched other people play, watch Ace Attorney, so... Okay, so this is like your first time, Caxful? Happy to have you here, regardless, by the way. It's been great watching someone go through it. Yes, sir. Salute to you. Sorry about the wait, guys. Just eating right now. Alrighty. Cool. And we shall continue in just a second. I apologize for essentially what is ASMR. Sorry, guys. Okay. There we go. Hi, Fortman and Kiwis. I'm gonna be lurking to do Project Stub. Hope y'all have fun, Ace Attorney. Oh, good, Red. What are you eating? I fear if I missed you say, said. Yeah, I am just eating, a pie right now, as well as some chips. It's really good. It is a butter chicken pie. Mm-hmm. The pie's not huge. We're not talking like, you know, like a 12-inch. We're talking like a handheld pie. They're really good. Yummy. Yeah, sorry guys. Yes, Cherry, it is the same one. How did you know I was thinking of a pig pie? I figured you guys might be confused about it because it's not the same everywhere else. Right, I'm so huge. Let's freaking go. Yeah, you see it? They're saying a butter chicken in this pie. Bro. And so what if I am? There we go. Look at him. He's frozen over. No! Alright. Get frozen. God damn it, bro. Okay. I think we're good to continue. You might hear me eating in the background. So I do apologize about that. Okay. Beautiful. Let's continue. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. It's okay, have a good meal. Bro is munching away. I am munching away. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage right after the crime, you know. That's definitely what we're pressing on. And presenting with this, but I want to hear what they say first. Was anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the German ninja? Of course it included him. Well, that's why when Engard came out of Der Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Hyun. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the nickel samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? Interesting. Okay. I think I know what it is. So I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna pull us to save over that. And then we're gonna go here. Damn it, it's not that. Interesting. Aurelia threw the tomato at me. God damn it. Is there anything I can do to confirm? I mean, stabbing poor Juan. They strangled them. No, it's not that. It was the nickel samurai that I saw. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Would it, though? That seems pretty inconvenient to wear for me. I don't know. It's not that? It's not that, is it? But I swear he said he was wearing his outfit to the post-ceremony. That's right, it was the nickel samurai that I saw. She claimed to have stolen the camera. So it could be that. It would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage right after the crime, you know. But we know that's not true. But the problem is that wasn't the right evidence, apparently. What? I pressed them on everything already. Hmm. Hmm. I always have a walkthrough open for these streams, so when you need help, just ask. Yeah, what? A hint, I guess, would be good. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. Yeah. Yeah, a hint would be good. I don't really know. Hmm. 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 Guess alright, so I got a dip. Bye-bye, Fortsy and Kiwi. See you, Luntian. Have a good one. Hmm. I genuinely don't know. There are multiple ways that I can think of this, like... Hmm. Hmm. What? But, like, if he was supposed to go to the show after, why would he then stab someone in that costume? That makes no sense. What? I think this is a case where, like, my mindset does work, but it's not the one that they're looking for in this particular instance. Like, I'm not following along the trail that they've created. I'm thinking about it from a different angle. Because, like, it makes no sense that somebody would wear that outfit and then go to a post-ceremony show covered in blood. Like, you would not want to reveal yourself at that point. So... Can we look at Engar's profile? Yeah, sure. I think we can actually point out a person. You know what, Sherlock, just tell me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this, because I'm genuinely confused, because there's so many different ways that you can kind of take this information in a way that works. I'm so confused. Ah, of course. I didn't even think about that.
Objection!
Please take a look at this. Yes, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scam me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving, bro?
If Mr. Engard was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Why is Fortsy driving the bus?
Oh, that's right, the nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
Objection!
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
Objection!
And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the nickel samurai. At that time,
The defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
but the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with his theory? Yes, because why would he bring the knife? This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling at?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Engard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Because of the knife. This knife, this was used by Mr. Engard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corridor.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At the time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame Matt Engard. It's to frame my client, Mr. Engard, of course.
To frame...
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness!
Looks like I've made your life a little tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the nickel samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Engard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. Yes. She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then, who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling you were waiting for Mr. Huang Corridor, am I correct?
The way you think, you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So Old Bag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Corridor. Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the Old Bag was waiting around for that person. If that's what I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. I think so as well. Miss Old Bag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you?
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Engard's manager.
But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is, I see.
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you...
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this, a really bad feeling. I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself, personal reasons and all that.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to have to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you youngins. I'm sure we're all capable of handling this, really. It's not like we're 10 years old. That Engard is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Well, now the whole court knows.
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant? Never heard that one before.
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter, and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
So this means... Oh, so this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful, the old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right, Engard is nothing but your average... Engard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, you've got to burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. That's like a fucking Marvel quote, bro. And that wasn't even a good one. That was corny as hell, Phoenix. What the fuck? That Engard is one evil, evil man. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. But it's true, that woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA. But the name of the magazine this came from is Gossipland. Lamau, you want to rock about that? This is how we talk of you. Shut up! What? Are you saying that gossip is just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip. I kind of agree on that. At times.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Discrimination is bad? Thank you, Judge. Brave and... Brave and... Thank you. Oh my god. Holy shit. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that? Anyway, Engard will never get me to say touche. Bless you, thank you. He thought he could ruin poor Han by causing a huge scandal. A scandal? What do you mean by that? You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Drink water? It won't help. I mean, I will drink water, but yeah. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, that Engard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. Hydration? Oh shit, okay. Give me a second, I got some water here. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. You don't have any proof that Mr. Engard did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right. You're right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you. Alright then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that Engard didn't bear any ill will towards Han? Why are we providing proof? That Engard didn't bear any ill will towards Han. Oh shit. I don't think there is proof, to be honest. I'm gonna be real. The problem is, that's the problem with rumors and gossip. They're just rumors and gossip. And they can't necessarily be disproven very easily, so... And I don't know anything about this character, so... I don't have anything to offer. See, just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy. Me and my big mouth. That's the way the cookie crumbles for you, anyway. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. So, what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you youngins need. You were going to teach her a good lesson? I was going to make her eat the damaging beans of my ray gun. Like this. No, stop. Well, it was too bad that woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows yet? If that's true, then how do you know the secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? I'm pressing further on that. If you don't... Phoenix, what the fuck? If you don't and tell me where you got that secret information, you won't get to go home today. Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me!
What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me. You'll get your reward.
I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have gotten her information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. And he lectures me on reckless blabbering. As long as we don't know where this information came from, it's quite a waste of time to focus on this line of questioning.
Where did Oldbat get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out. Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it? But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way. Well, I don't think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now. There has to be something we can catch her on. Yeah, and when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it. Okay. This one should be easy, you got this. Oh no, don't say that. Oh no. Okay. Okay. They're evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Han's image by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Han. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and you got this. I'm pretty sure it's the middle one. He sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. Like, I think maybe we could pull up. No. Maybe I'm jumping the gun too much. One bit at a time, I think. He sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. Oh no. Oh no. Yeesh. But we promised them we wouldn't bring it up. Do we have to bring it up? I want to try and figure out if there's something other than that. Do you want my guess? I mean, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Lotus camera on the last statement. I'm just trying to think, like... I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Or is it the radio on the last statement? Damn. Because I'm suspecting that they got their information from, he thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. So I took action. Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Interesting. I'm just trying to think what would be the contradiction here. I cannot condone such dirty actions, so dirty tricks, so I took action. And this is top secret, you got that. Nobody else but you and me knows. Okay. I don't think I've already pressed them on all of their points. So it wouldn't make a difference. You also, like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Press further, wait and see, present evidence. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldback? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it! Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? Oh, shit. It's either the camera or the radio. The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrage impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? Hello, nevertheless, it's alright, don't worry about it, welcome. No, I said impressions. Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless? Ah, that's it, that's the note. No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Hans, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil Engard. She said so herself. Engard, I'm his sidekick. She was so up and smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Itchy Poo, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Damn!
I'm gonna go back to lurking, try to sleep. That's alright, Queewee. Thank you for coming.
Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Pile on more pressure. I kind of want to pile on more pressure. I kind of want to. Fuck it. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow on the prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct? Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Miss Oldbag, I'm gonna save before I do anything. And then you can continue. There we go. Boom. Alright. I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying that something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me.
Wait, witness!
What is it, Gramps? Are you calling them Gramps? Are you serious? Hi, Fortsy. Hi, Kiwis. I'm watching stream in a hotel room. Let's go, Juno. If you have the note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? That's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you, I still fall in love, and I borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things. Bruh. She definitely stole the camera.
Bailiff, check this camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once.
Oh boy. Here we go. Alright. One sec, guys, just eating. Mini break time. Alright. Sorry about the wait on this, everyone. Yummy, yummy, tiny butter chicken pie. The concept of your lawyer arguing while devouring a pie. Yeah, I swear, I swear, I shouldn't do it. Objection, Your Honor. Say hi to Buttercream for me. That's awesome. Let's go. Hi, Buttercream. All right. Look at my lawyer gang. I'm cooked. Okay.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Angar clearly stated that, at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is...
Unless there was more than one.
the defendant.
Good morning, Fortsy. Good morning, Kiwis. Woke up at almost 2 p.m. Hey, Rua. Hello.
How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. The court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I need to look at that photo. Do I have it in my... Yeah, why is it sagging down like that? That ain't who we think it is, bro. I don't believe their pants sagged down like that, if I remember correctly. Going back to the first piece of evidence. Yeah, no. This person is too short for the same costume. Look. You can see their socks are clearly visible, meaning whoever is in this is shorter. And if we go back and we look at the obvious suspect, we have Adrian Andrews, who I'm guessing would be shorter than Matt Engard. So it's very possible and very likely that this was done by Adrian Andrews, and you have Matt... I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. Yeah, there is other people that are shorter. And something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo.
I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree that there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning to do, Mr. Wright?
Right. The judge, man. Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct?
Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? No, this is a perfect photo.
Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange?
I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here.
What are you pointing to? His ankles?
If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And? What does that mean?
The costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. Engard.
What is the meaning of this? I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama.
His socks. You can see his socks.
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I've turned things around for myself this time. That's curious, huh? Edgeworth is unusually calm today. That's true. He's just letting the trial run itself as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged this case at all?
Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Engard, then everything the prosecution is trying to prove has become meaningless. I figured it would come to this.
What?
Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Engard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who was the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm? That's worrying.
Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph? Ooh.
They have to be short, so it can't be fucking Will Powers. Lotta Heart is very likely not involved in this, probably just for the photography. He's dead. If we're assuming it's not Matt Engard because it's not his normal outfit, she took the photo. This is literally the only person it can be.
Adrian Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. Oh, did I just say Lotta Hugs again? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Lotta Hugs. I keep seeing Lotta Heart and thinking of Lotta Hugs. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Engard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Engard that night.
And how's that all add up?
Monarch Madsby. It's Madsby, guys. Everyone, Loki forgot to follow you on my new account, Sib. Oh my god, hold on, Mads. Give me a second. I need to do something. Give me a second. This is Madsby's new account. Is that a thing? Did I do it wrong? Fuck. I need to VIP you. Shit. Monarch Madsby. Bro typed slip the VIP. Shut up! It was a mistake! There we go. Monarch Madsby. Yay! Okay, cool. We're good. We can continue. Hi Madsby. We're in the middle of the trial. It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Engard's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. This is my last I think the reason why... Who's guilty this time? I think it's actually the person we're defending. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's the reason why Miles is so... You know, Edgeworth is so calm here. I think that's the reason. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Alright, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Oh no.
Now then, shall we set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow?
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Objection!
Now then.
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass the verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if she is not...
What?
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth? Wait, are we going into a long trial with no multiple... Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But... We cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Tisk tisk. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoenaing Mr. Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on.
Yo, Moonlit, thank you for the 105 stream streak. Let's go. What? What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lot.
What?
She is the next witness.
What? Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
What the fuck, man? What is going on? Oh my god. Oh my god. So, I still believe that the person in our midst, the person we're defending, I still believe that they are guilty. And the reason I believe that, what did I walk into, bro? The reason I believe they're guilty is because, and quite simply because I believe that it is really strange that there is no worry or concern from Edgeworth about any of this, right? Not only is Edgeworth not concerned about what's going on, it seems to be pushing way too hard into the manager too early into the case. Unless this is, for some reason, a really early case. I'm sorry, sir, I can't agree with you anymore simply because it means we'd be agreeing with Oldback. Bro. No, I still think it's possible that... I still think it's incredibly possible that, like, the manager did something as well. But I just refuse to believe that our, you know, client is completely innocent. I don't know. Just based on the way they set this up, Oldback is my enemy. She'll be back in a second, I believe. We literally just did like half the trial with her. Alright, save. Hopefully Maya's okay. Dude, I can't believe that Adrian... No way. Not cool and not collected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife you used at dinner was, well, her. So after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood-covered button in your hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up. I personally believe that Engard is playing Phoenix right. Because Phoenix Wright has never lost a case so far, right? Like, they have been portrayed as, like, fucking amazing at being able to get someone out of a bad, sticky situation. So it's almost like they made it so obvious with so many different contradicting pieces that they would then be able to use it to indirectly frame, the manager, right? Dude, I don't know. Because she was the one that came to wake me up? Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. Give me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay, Mr. Lawyer, dude? Refreshing... Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Am I overthinking this? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. What would be refreshing in an Ace Attorney game up until this point, other than him being actually tried as guilty, our own client? Wait a minute, that would be the most unexpected, refreshing verdict, like a spring breeze. It would be unexpected. And also, he is, like, very much pushing for us to, like, get him to be innocent. A lot of the time, people always go, like, I didn't do it. Oh no, bro. Oh no. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Celeste Impact's missing suicide note, right? Yes. Miss Andrews depended on Miss Impact's as her strength and reason to live. Also, But then Miss Impact suddenly killed herself. It sounds like she left a suicide note and the person thought to have hidden it. What happened to the baby? I'm telling you, Mads, every time I've seen this fucking thing. So, you know how Maya transforms, right? It seems like the same thing happened to the fucking baby. They transform because they have the same ability as Maya, right? They're from the same village. That's meant to be Mia from the very beginning of the game. That's what I thought. What happened to Pearl? Holy mother of pearl, as Mr. Krabs would say. I just realized right now. Yeah, that's the baby, bro. They've been infused with Mia. Pearl is Maya's cousin. Yeah. What is this game? I know. Is on Corridor the victim of the murder, and that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corridor, or to get the suicide note back. That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issues with regards to Miss Impact's. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Yeah, no, Edgeworth was the one to tell us this information. Again, he's manipulating this whole board. This game is peak. Ignore last case, true. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do something. Hop. Give me a second. I am grabbing my cat onesie and using it like a blanket. What happened last case? For reference, what happened last case, for spoiler reasons, essentially, a guy murdered another dude by throwing a fucking, weight off of their window, and then the jacket happened to land after falling into the air. After launching into the air, the jacket happened to land on the weight that they used to kill the victim, to make it then look like, because it was like a statue of the person with their hat and everything, and then the jacket somehow landed on the shoulders of the statue, and then as it got pulled up, it looked like it was a person flying into the sky who also just happened to have magician's powers to be able to fly. Check DMs. Okay, 1 second. 1 sec. Oh my god. Yes. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Just... Yeah, no, that's awesome. Okay, sweet. Okay, you know what, guys? Someone's making a guest appearance today, and finally coming back to help us out on these cases. Yeah. Ugh. I think it's time to finally return. So, I think it's finally time for return of the Mads V. Bada bam, bada boom, bada bam. Hello, Mads. What the fuck?
Hi.
Hello. Alright.
Hello.
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 Hello. Alright, Mads V's back. Yippee.
Hi.
You've come back at the perfect trial.
I look at that. I was kind of like, huh? Because I was noticing last time, oh, Maya's like in danger again or something. That's crazy. Anyway, well, she comes back. I guess she'll be needing me, I suppose. So I was like, well,
Yippee.
summer's approaching. You have time.
Yippee. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
My call sound is awesome. Oh yeah. So you have to start on the Discord end so I can be like.
Oh yeah, of course. Give me a second.
Right, give me 1 moment and then I'm ready.
No worries.
Got Kiwis.
Yippee, let's go. It's been a while, I'm excited. Alright, cool, we're gonna bring back Mads Faye. Let's go. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. Once Mads returns, we will start. Great to have you back, Mads. Yeah. They were just really busy, like their time zone sucks in comparison to mine. Like,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah, I had like exams before.
Yeah, so
But
they
now
were
that I'm
busy.
approaching the end of the school, like the semester for this year, I have a lot more time in my hands.
Let's go. Yippee. Okay.
Yippee.
Awesome. This is great news. We're returning to form on Ace Attorney. Alright, cool. Beautiful.
Court will now reconvene.
So, obviously, Mads. I love you, Mads. Who the fuck is Fortsy? Shut up, man. Anyway,
Court will now reconvene.
And I love you, random Kiwi.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court, Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Hahn's corridor room.
Oh, Mads, you get to play this character.
I do?
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
I saw a little bit of them like last time, so I kind of know, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll wing it, I guess.
What is your
Let me
occupation?
just- Okay, let me think. Okay. I'm the manager of the defendant in this case, Mr. Matt Engarde.
I see. Now then.
Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request.
Yeah, sure. What is it?
I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing, and would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently.
No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Yes, I was seeing Mr. Karita.
Yeah, whatever.
I was also aware that of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself.
So it was a fry and bait matter. Was that bait and fry? It reminds me of fishing.
I swear this
but I
judge has
didn't kill
ADHD, bro. Like, he has
He
to.
doesn't. He's so silly. He's like probably my favorite character.
Yeah, he's great. He's so dumb, though.
No one is accusing you of that.
I think there's someone who would beg to differ.
I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Sanders. Very well then, witness, please testify to the court about what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place.
Okay, alright.
Alright, let's do this.
It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Okay.
You poured yourself a glass of juice?
Yes, sadly I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing.
And that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
I got this.
Okay, alright, good luck.
Hold on. Right, there's so many, like, proper sounding women. I gotta, like, differentiate the voices. Phoenix. She I can't take her seriously, bro. She looks like that.
Fucking hairstyle, bro. Her face just don't match at all. They don't match at all.
Girl, what are you wearing, girl? No, yeah, we have to lock in Phoenix. We have to lock in. She's one cool and collected customer. She has the brains to match.
Yes, I know.
In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing.
Disrupt her pacing?
She's the type of woman who's easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So, you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand?
Well, damn. When I found the body. Okay, cool. Let's see. Now I get to save this, and boom.
Awesome. It's time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. BAM!
And what was Mr. Engard doing at the time?
He was taking a nap. He was worn out from his mini performance as the Nickel Samurai during the ceremony.
Engard did say he was taking a nap. Then I guess you could say it could not have been taken out of his room, yes?
Excuse me? What are you...
Right, I thought years of school would have taught you how to construct a sentence. If you can't make a sensible sentence of a subject, then I'll make one for you. Watch. Did you, Miss Andrews, remove Mr. Engard's knife from his room?
No.
She says with that smirk on her face.
Subject, verb, object, right. Did you skip basic grammar? The witness may continue. After that, I went to Juan's room. BAM!
And why did you do that?
As a friendly gesture. Juan wanted to make an appearance with the other heroes.
So the show was supposed to be a show of friendship, huh?
Is that the only reason?
I beg your pardon? What are you implying?
You had a certain goal in mind when you started to get close to him, correct? So perhaps you had a more personal matter to discuss with the victim?
Sorry, but I didn't have any such intentions in mind at the time.
I can't get her to talk without a strong piece of evidence, I guess. Oops, save. I have a feeling we're gonna have to.
Yeah. You might have to present something specific.
Yeah, probably.
Because there is proof of... Because was this the thing where she wanted to get close because she wanted to find out more about...
The suicide note.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deceased, who was also their manager.
May we continue now? Witness, what did you see when you got to his room?
There was his dead body. I was in shock. You were in shock?
What? Was I not supposed to be?
Miss Andrews is a very calculating person, and despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Corridor.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock, and you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked.
Somehow, I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not.
I see.
What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. BAM! This is the photo you're referring to, correct?
Yes, the one with the knife lodged in his chest.
And the guitar case was like this too.
Yes, it was open and empty, of course.
And then, what did you do next, witness?
I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. That? Juice?
Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice? What?
Yeah.
Ugh, brother, ooh.
There is something to contradict this, actually.
So I helped myself.
That doesn't make sense, at least according to this picture. Where is it? Because that is completely full. Right there. So there's no way. There's a reason.
She drank his blood.
Oh my god,
I don't
the
know.
fucking juice is plot relevant. Yeah, I think so. But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
Huh?
There were no lip marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Corridor, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind. It's no big deal.
What was she starting to say just now? I'm not letting her go, bro. What the fuck?
No, you gotta press that shit.
Miss Andrews, I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, it's just... It's kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Those are the pants she's wearing? Girl, what are those? That color is not
Does
not
not
with that
work
outfit,
with the
bro.
yeah.
Flower vase. Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime photo?
That doesn't make any sense.
This mess of glass shards?
No, that doesn't make sense because they specifically said that there was only water on top of the guitar case. There is some water, but only on the top of the lid. On the top of the lid, it would make no sense if the vase had dropped over that no water would have gotten anywhere else.
But when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case.
Onto the guitar case.
Why did you withhold such an important piece of information?
I'm sorry, I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else.
I was the one who knocked over the flower vase over where it fell onto the guitar case. What kind of flower vase was it?
It was a glass vase, and it was fairly big and heavy. I thought I would try to take one's pulse. So I set the glass I was holding down on the dresser. And that's when my elbow accidentally hit the vase.
That's odd. I thought she was always in total control of herself.
Girlie bought the pants because they were fancy and then she realized she has nothing to match them. If the water in the vase got on the guitar case, then the guitar case must have been opened after it happened. Yet there's only Corridor's fingerprints on the guitar case. Good point.
That's what she would like people to think. Always be mindful of the gap between your perception and reality.
It doesn't sound like there's any glaring contradiction in her testimony just now.
I warned you earlier that she would not crack so easily. The only way to make her is to...
Keep on the offensive and not let up.
The only way you're going to catch her is with some very strong, decisive evidence.
I have to find something. I just have to. For Maya's sake.
Yeah, for my sake.
Okay. Where it fell onto the... I'm gonna take a crack at it. Because I find it really weird that there was only water on the top.
Well, what did she say before about the case? That it was just open like that?
Yeah, they said, like, it's
like
weird.
Then there's no way that would have been able to, like, get on the top of it. It would have had to have been opened later. So yeah, I think that's something you can contradict with.
Yep.
Yeah!
Yep. You testified that you knocked over the flower vase, that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Are you sure it fell
How dare
onto
you
the
change
guitar
my
case?
voice? Is there some problem with what I said?
It's not some problem, it's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, the case should have gotten wet on the inside, not the outside.
That's very true.
Furthermore, there is one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo.
There's something else strange?
The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
And what is wrong with that?
If...
Oh, is there none in the case?
Yeah, it would make no sense. If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case.
What is your point, right? That the case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over? Is that all?
No, think back to what Miss Andrew testified to. She said that other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yes, that's right. She did implicitly say that she didn't touch the guitar case. But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all.
That may very well be, but however... the empty guitar case does seem to have no relation to this case, doesn't it?
Seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details of...
Make her testify. The empty guitar case... I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you.
I can't believe I'm doing this either.
Alright, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to say, so I don't know much about this case, but I do think that is important. If the guitar was moved to a different location, that had to have happened before the crime was committed. Or why would she, or she's lying about something about it. I mean, she already was, but someone had to have been in the room before her, it seems, and moved the guitar.
Yeah, maybe. It's very strange. Weird. It's very weird. We're only getting one one trial to do this, apparently. Otherwise, Maya's fucked.
I noticed that. That's yeah. So...
Oh, another detail, by the way. I don't know if you were here for it, but at the beginning of today, this card was found in the room that Maya was kidnapped in.
I was not there for that.
No.
Maya, please come home. I miss you, Maya. Maya, where are you?
But it feels too obvious that it's the manager. It almost feels like... I think the manager might be guilty for something. I don't know if they're... I think it might be possible that they did, like, fuck up, but I don't think it's them. I'm gonna be real. Why is Maya always getting slimed?
They have a reputation to uphold, right? Maybe they're just trying to preserve their reputation.
That's true.
I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know.
Looks like this wasn't a very important point. This wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. I'm gonna save.
Yeah. This is gonna be tough, I feel.
Yeah.
Using any way to change the topic, a convenient escape for a weak man. Damn.
Bro, you gonna take that? Like Mia said though, just pressure her where she least expects it, I guess.
Yeah. During your testimony just now, did you remember those events clearly in your mind?
Well, you see...
Are you sure you were the one who opened the guitar case?
She's waiting for someone to tell her if she should answer or not.
Sounds like her dependent side is taking over.
Well, Miss Andrews?
Yes, it was me.
I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. So, you opened the guitar case then?
Yes, well, maybe.
Why did you open the guitar case?
Huh?
Miss Corridor's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think that the first thing you would do is call for help, not open a guitar case.
As the witness has said multiple times, when she found the dead body... she was dazed.
Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it.
Why would she care about the bright red guitar?
But getting back on topic.
It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. Was it really empty?
Huh?
I was just wondering if maybe when you opened the case, the guitar was still inside.
How long have you been a lawyer, Mr. Wright? Have a little professionalism. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. These trials would be over in half the time if you would just pay attention. Yes, pay more attention, Mr. Wright.
Sorry. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. I've arrived. Hello, Dolly. Girl might not be the killer, but messing up so much details and order of things in court makes her look at least involved, yeah. Was that because you were shocked and dazed at discovering the victim's body?
Yes, that's probably it.
I'm not gonna get anywhere if I continue pressing her like this. The only way to make her talk is with evidence. I guess I should give it a try.
Come on, Phoenix. We can't afford to let up on her now.
I wasn't planning on letting up, but...
She's at her weakest now, so this is our chance.
yeah, if we had a weapon to hit her with...
I'm sure our weapon is hiding in somewhere in the court record, waiting to be found. She read your mind, bro. What could you present?
I don't know. I gotta go to class. Education is full naming me Kiwis. Enjoy the stream and be evil instead. See ya, Hellion. Have a good one. I genuinely don't know.
Is there something about the studio with the guitar? Or maybe to prove, like, it was there at a certain time?
we never went to the studio.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the worst part. We were meant to do this in one trial. No multiple days, no investigations at different areas, just the scene of the crime and then straight into it. Forever. That's it. We might be able to, but...
There has to be something with the guitar case, then, I guess, if you're gonna present. There's some water, but only on the top of the lid. Wait! So she's saying that she opened it. But
yes.
when would she have opened it? Because there's still water on the top of the lid. Like,
yeah,
so did she open it after she knocked the vase over?
Yes.
Oh, okay, she is saying that.
She did say that. But the problem is, why? It's not a big deal, though. The case was empty after all. I think there's something... empty. I think it's weird that there's so much focus on the guitar that...
Does it have her fingerprints or just Andrew's? I mean,
only the victim's, Corridor's.
Only the victim. Wait, so maybe you should press on that. Wouldn't it have her fingerprints?
Because it should have her fingerprints on it, yeah.
Then she's lying about her being the one to open it.
Exactly. There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that?
It's elementary, my dear. It's elementary, my dear
Phoenix.
Watson.
Shut up.
Fucking, that's some Sherlock Holmes shit. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. It's elementary, my dear Sherlockian.
What is it, Miss Andrews?
You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
What do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time?
Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was the night of the award ceremony. So of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I'm almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime.
That's incredibly suspicious, bro. You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange? Because the knife?
Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing gloves at the time?
Because...
Wasn't there a photo?
Because the wine glass had Andrew's fingerprints on it. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
I have your proof right here. This wine glass.
The wine glass?
You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your own gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
Ugh.
Did her glasses break?
What?
Did her glasses break and she put a new pair on? I wish I had that many glasses
You're
to
rich,
spare.
rich.
Yeah, literally. Fuck. Those
I
things.
only have one pair of glasses and I need new ones.
Yeah, dude, I just bought like 2 pairs. It cost me like $400.
Order!
What?
Yeah, I know.
Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
I wonder if it really was empty, though.
But the guitar, the bright red guitar, was at the studio.
Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case? What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. Brother.
You're so stupid.
Oh my god.
Maybe the murder weapon was there.
Yeah, potentially.
I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic and lull us all into its misguided... No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo at the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder. If you are so sure, right, then I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why that guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder. Before I do that, I'm going to save. Okay.
Yeah. I have no clue. I haven't been here long enough to know why it would be important.
Can you do that, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. Yeah, literally anything.
The bright red guitar not being the only thing? You don't mean to suggest that a bright black... So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty, is that right, Mr. Wright?
I wouldn't say something if I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours, you haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder?
Okay, let's think.
The killer.
The killer. It could have been the knife.
Would it have been hard to sneak a weapon in there, like, just regularly? Maybe they had to hide
Not
it for a
really.
reason to get it in there.
But
No?
like,
Okay.
it would make sense that someone like, hold on.
Wait, but the fingerprints only belong to the victim, so maybe it was something the victim would have interacted with.
Yeah.
Maybe the process of elimination on what it couldn't be.
Yeah,
That sometimes helps
the
me.
knife is an idea because like that way you would be able to avoid fingerprints completely. So that was one idea that I had. But okay. Hold on. Let's just present it. It's one.
Yeah.
And why would something like that be inside a guitar case, let alone this one? Why, Mr. Wright, why?
Well, I just thought it might have been possible.
I have a
Imagine you
suggestion.
make
Why
that
don't you
little
put that in the
cheeky
void
face,
where
like,
your brain is supposed to be?
The cheeky face he makes is great. Can you prove that the guitar case was not empty at the time of the murder? I wouldn't say something I didn't. Let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of this murder?
Also, hello. I'm also part of this ring.
Yes,
Regina's just
Madsby
hopping
is
in
here. Hello everyone. I hope you
Wait,
guys
can
are
you put
enjoying.
my Fugi in? I have
Oh,
I
yeah.
have the one like selected. You can put me
Oh,
as
God.
my like little.
It has been a while. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my god, your guy's still there. Let's go. Hold on.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna do something on my end as
Okay.
well. Hold on. It might look a little weird. I might have to change some things around. There we go. And I need to also layer myself below you.
Oh my gosh!
Hold on. There we go.
Little itty bitty.
There you go. We now have Mads Faye.
I'm here.
And give me a second, guys. I'm just doing something.
Oh. It
On
is
my-
good to be back.
Give me a second, guys. I need to do something on my end. Wow, this is gonna. It's
Don't
taking...
worry, I'm entertaining them. La di da di da. La di da di da. We gotta save Maya Faye because, like, she's been kidnapped or something.
What?
Homegirl, what are you doing? Okay, wait, here's a question for you all. Who here has played the new Tamagotchi Life? I've been playing it. It's really fun. Has anyone here been doing it? Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Where in the flip? Oh, there it is. Wait.
Oh, I wish you all could get it and get switches. I pray for you all.
There we go. What the fuck? There's like a bajillion things I need to do to get this set up. Hold on.
Don't worry, I'm keeping them company.
Okay, cool.
Gives
thank
me
you.
time to also think on what the thing could be, because I have
That's
no
true.
idea. If I was a murderer, what would I do with a guitar case? They're saying you got this, Fort man. They're patient. But do you want me to tag you in the Tomodachi Life Fred and Fortsy code? Yes, that'd be nice. I may share like some memes I've created because I actually like how a few of them look.
Verify with that.
Feel free to ping me.
Nearly done, nearly done. Okay, there it is.
Oh, what's it to happen?
Okay, hold on. It's been a while since I've done it, so... Oh my god. It took me a while to get that set up. So I think we're good, which means BAM! Hell yeah. Let's freaking go.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
there he is.
Return to form. Return to form.
Return to form.
Let's go.
Return to form. Return to form.
I'll put you like right there. There you go.
Yay!
Let's go!
Very cozy.
Fortsy Right and Mads Faye actually works really well. Phoenix Right.
It does.
Fortsy Right and Mads Faye is way too perfect. Okay,
That's awesome.
maybe... What if it was the costume?
Would it fit in there?
I don't know, but like
Can you look at the picture to see how big it is?
it's fairly big to be fair, but they weren't using the weapon or anything, right?
Ah.
And if how the hell would someone else other than, you know, the supposed killer been able to escape with that costume not being found?
I guess it probably could fit in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the pants could be folded and stuff, and like, if it was for a special event, if they needed to like carry it around without people realizing they were going to be dressed up.
Yeah.
Like, if the reason why it was brought there in the first place, I mean. Okay.
But the guitar case was already in there. Yeah, why?
I bet
How do
it's
we know
Maya's
when-
little green thing?
We have no confirmation of when the guitar case was in there, though, do we?
This is... Oh my god, it is! This is...
Wait, what?
This is a photograph. It was the outfit. But what is important
Oh
is
my
what is in
gosh.
that picture, Your Honor.
In this picture?
It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's
Ooh.
very own costume.
What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right, are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there to be doing something like that?
That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews?
I refuse to accept your theory.
Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get the shot, correct?
You mean this photo?
Girl, you're cooked.
Actually, I need to move my Fugi a little bit, hold on. Bam, and I need to move you. Bam. Okay. We should be good now. There we go. Okay, cool. Good to go.
Order! Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite a mess again, haven't we?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. That's my strategy
No.
too. You can't steal that, Phoenix.
So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume. Wait a second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Engard's. Why would something of the defendant's be in the victim's room, and inside the guitar case of all places? True, that is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case?
It would have had to have been a spare. Mr. Engard did not take his costume off during the break period. He was taking a nap in the outfit. In that case, the costume we're talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gatewater Hotel?
Whoa.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim had brought the spare to the ceremony on purpose.
But she's the manager. She manages all of that.
But why? The victim, Mr. Corridor, was the Jammin' Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai's spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act?
Maybe because the manager... No, there's no way you're just giving up now, Phoenix.
What are you mumbling up to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue?
Huh? No, I just...
Mr. Wright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai spare costume?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer. And then answer with gusto. I believe in you. You better get this right for Maya's sake, dude. Please lock in.
She'll get
Lock
fucking
in.
executed. Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai Spare's costume to the hotel was... I think it was because of this. The Nickel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show.
What is this?
On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference.
A press conference?
Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
I heard about this as well. For once you're not making something up, right?
But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Engard himself said that he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night.
But how can that be?
The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Hon Corridor himself.
The victim?
Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Corridor was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai.
He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing?
That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference.
The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something.
And by confess, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Horn Corridor, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Engard.
Yes, I guess that's what it would mean. But if that's the case,
That's not a confession, that's public disclosure.
Miss Andrews?
I can see why you're a pros at what you do.
Pardon me?
Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan.
Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person who prepared the second costume for him...
Yes, thank you.
That was also me.
You?
Juan had bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought anyway.
He was going to ruin him, huh?
It looked like, somehow, Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
What? That just
deepens Matt's motivation if he found out about it. And do you know what the secret of Mr. Engard's is, Miss Andrews?
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. But that's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all.
Protect Matt Engard? And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems.
Alright.
Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
I'm good, don't worry, never. Just coughing. As we thought, she's at least involved. She has to at least be involved here.
Yep. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him.
This does account for everything.
Well, I am the logical type. We're finally seeing her true self. She's more nervous than a scared rabbit.
If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I am ready to make a ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright.
Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Protecting Matt. Oh boy. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Okay, let's save. Boom. Press. Would you say that was your intuition speaking to you?
Don't confuse my methods of reasoning with your own.
Ugh.
If you want to prove that someone did something, you need three things.
3 things?
A motive, an opportunity to commit the crime, and finally, decisive evidence. And if you think these three things through, the answer becomes quite clear. You should have already known that, Phoenix.
Bro. They didn't teach that to us in school, at least not from what Phoenix, what the fuck?
Where did you go to school, bro?
Bro.
May I continue now?
Bro, not just my lawyer, my police officer, my judge, my detective. I'm going to fucking jail 100 times before they prove me innocent, bro. These guys are all incompetent. Oh my god. Matt had to kill
You get the cases right every time.
Yeah. Because Phoenix is the least stupid among a bunch of dummies.
Besides Edgeworth.
Yeah, Edgeworth's pretty smart. So would you say this need came from the press conference?
Yes. Do you know why Juan had chose that event in that hotel for the conference? Because that was when he could cause the most damage to the public's beloved Matt Engard.
And you knew of this plan, didn't you, Miss Andrews?
Yes, because I was the one who set up the conference and prepared the costume.
But I'm sure Mr. Engard himself didn't know anything about the press conference.
Oh, really? Can you show me any proof that he didn't know about the press conference? Ooh.
Anyway, the important thing here is that
Damn.
this information was not in your testimony. Yes, I agree. Miss Andrews, please correct your testimony, if you please.
Grasping at straws now, are we, Mr. Wright?
Oh no. When someone like her gets pressed, they become...
Defensive.
very defensive and prideful. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. She gets mean, yeah. Has Mr. Engard done something to hurt or betray you personally?
Why do you ask?
You were the one who helped Mr. Corridor with his press conference, and that event was supposed to bring down Mr. Engard, yet you still helped out.
The person on trial right now is Mr. Engard, right? What the witness was thinking helping the victim with his plan is none of our concern. In any case, this means that the defendant had a motive to kill.
Why do I keep doing this to myself? Wait, we're not pressing... Okay. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. But didn't you already testify earlier that Mr. Engard was taking a nap in his room? Are you telling me now that that too was a lie so you could cover for Mr. Engard?
I'm not telling you anything of the sort. When I went to get him for the show, he honestly was sleeping. However, as to whether he was sleeping the entire time, that I cannot say. I was too busy setting up the stage at the time.
I keep trying, but I can find no flaws with what Miss Andrews has said. I can't say the same for some people here in this courtroom, however. Damn. The judge is glaring straight at Mia.
He's glaring.
He's glaring at you, smart guy.
He's glaring at Mia. He's glaring at you, you fucking idiot.
Lock the fuck in, bro.
My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage.
Then what about the button?
The button?
It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and the murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Jammin Ninja's costume.
You're talking about this button, correct?
That button was found in the pleats of Matt's hakama. Isn't that correct? I would think that it makes it very decisive evidence.
Yeah. Looks like you were outfoxed again, Mr. Wright.
What if she wait. What if she planted the button on his costume while he was asleep?
Yeah, that's...
Didn't she check on him? Like...
That's...
Girl.
Possible, yeah. The knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony.
I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Damn.
Yikes. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me.
With an icy stare, yes.
What? I said that in my head.
Miss Andrews, for right's sake, please add this information to your testimony.
Why would he ever take a damning blood-covered button? He's dumb, but not that dumb. True. But maybe it wasn't intentional. Or at least that is the claim. And how do you know that?
When the ends of the threads on the button and the costume were matched up, they were found to fit together perfectly, or so I heard.
I've heard that before too. But why would Miss Andrews know about this case down to such a fine detail?
Don't look at me like that. Just because I'm prepared and you are not.
I thought I had her this time for sure. If there's anything to trip her out on, it has to be here. But where and what? Okay. So I'm Matt's manager, so I felt I had to protect him. Are we gonna have to bring up her, I felt I had to protect him. But what you really did was stab the guy in the back, didn't you? And at the worst possible time.
Who's to say she really stabbed the guy in the back, as you put it?
This witness could have disclosed things about Mr. Engard at any time. Why then would she wait until there was a large audience before doing so? It's the same reason why Mr. Corridor planned such an elaborate conference. Miss Andrews wanted to cause Mr. Engard as much damage as she possibly could. This witness bears ill will towards the defendant.
This isn't the Phoenix Wright wax philosophical power hour.
What?
And please, stop slandering the witness.
As expected, Miss Andrews' testimony seems pretty solid. Oh wait, was that you?
Oh, that was
Whoops.
me. It seems pretty solid.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Really? Because to me it sounded a little wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy? Well, I guess we'll see if I press a little more.
You should know this by now. But you'll need to make a strong, decisive evidence to make her talk. I think
Got
you
it,
gotta
Chief.
bring up her past.
Yeah.
I think
I'm gonna
that's
pin you down this time, Miss
direction.
Andrews. Don't word it like that. Alright, let's go. Do I bring... Ooh. Okay. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. That button was torn off of Matt during his fight, but I'm not Matt's... but I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. What? And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. What the fuck?
I have no idea.
No. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Hi, Fortsy. Hello, Yume. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove I'm right. Yeah. I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. I know what his motive was, but I don't have any way to prove him right. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. That button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. But like, how do you know that? How are you so confident in that?
Wait. What about the picture? Is the button torn off on that picture?
You mean the death scene?
I wasn't sure which costume it was. I didn't know if it was that one or...
No, that's fine.
That's a pretty crazy thing to accidentally land in your pocket, bro. That thing is like the size of your palm.
Wait. The Hakama is the, like... Yeah. Hi guys, hello Yume.
Is.
I think it's like the skirt of the outfit that they're wearing.
Oh.
Or like here.
See, what I was wondering is if you could pull up the image of like the person walking out of the room, like because that kind of. Yeah,
because if this is right after the murder.
Because my thought here
we
is
don't
that
see
maybe they took the. Wait, would it be visible? I mean,
They're
you
also.
want to make it visible.
Have you noticed they're not covered in blood at all?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I think maybe.
Thank you for the follow, Vex.
You present something like that. I'm thinking when that took. Wait, I don't know.
I'm gonna press on this
regardless,
because that button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt, but like, this was after the fight. We don't see that on them at all.
So maybe. Oh, then maybe present it for this.
Yeah. No.
Please? Ah.
That,
I don't know.
Yeah, this is confusing. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt I had to protect him. This is a statement, though. That button was torn off of Juan during his fight. Usually when it's like an emotional thing, usually, unless there's something I can think of to contradict it.
Can you present the button to contradict that?
I did that already. It wasn't
did
that.
you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did that on that.
Oops.
That's okay. I'll do it again just in case, but I don't think it was. Nah.
You know.
Just in case.
So it's not the picture of them leaving the room or the button.
Well, not to that statement, no.
No, yeah, not to that, I mean.
And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Yeah, but are we forgetting that he doesn't fit, that the person doesn't fit the outfit at all? So that, like, confirms that it can't be him? Like, hello?
How would he even know to put on the outfit because this was all against him. He wouldn't even like know the outfit was there.
The outfit? No, he was wearing an outfit. But the problem is, whoever's wearing this outfit doesn't fit it. Right?
Right. But yeah, they're not wearing that outfit specifically.
No. She's already admitted that the person leaving was her. She's only denying that she killed them. So she admitted at some point to having worn the outfit. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. I mean, I'm assuming that's what happened though, because she's short enough for it to not fit, right? But she's like, I feel like, what could you contradict here? What are the other statements?
Okay, so from the beginning, from the moment I saw the crime scene. Oh, Kiwi Star Drops. Oh shit.
Oh.
Sorry, I gotta do this. Kiwi Star Drops. Hell yeah.
Oh, what? That's so cool. What is that?
It's like a currency they can use to do gamba and stuff like that. The Kiwis.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
Are you
nearly just
enabling their
absorb.
gambling?
Well, it's a feature as part of this little like.
I just saw a kiwi flying across the screen.
Yeah, they can jump in any direction they want to.
What? I just saw one fly off the screen. What was that? Where are you guys going?
I know what his motive was, but I don't have any to prove him right. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time. That button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. Wait. Thank you, Sherlock. That's what we needed. They were strangled with a scarf. Objection! Aha!
Wait, what?
Yeah. This
I
is
did not
how
know
they
that.
died. They were strangled by a scarf, and then they were stabbed. This is the victim's
Oh.
autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was strangulation by a scarf.
Strangulation.
The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died.
And what does that mean?
Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume. When?
After the knife was stabbed into the victim.
Exactly, which means it is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle, because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was consciously pulled off the victim's already dead body. Dude, I love the Ace Attorney Fugies we have. It's so good.
What is the meaning of this right? So what if the button was torn off of the body after the victim had already died?
What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve?
What purpose?
We now know that this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it?
Mr. Wright, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? What was it?
To have a
To pin the
memento.
crime.
To pin the crime, yes. There is only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. Engard. There is no way anyone would put a bloodied button in their own pants. That's right, Mr. Engard was set up. By the real killer, of course.
And the real murderer is?
I think they meant to say murderer. But that's alright, let me save this.
Murderer.
Murderer.
Wait, the judge kind of looks like, Wait, what's? Wait, I'm trying to think of the name of the guy. The actor. You know the one from Whiplash? Like, no, my tempo. What's his name?
The same guy as J. Jonah Jameson.
I know, I always forget his name.
Fuck.
I don't know why. J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
My tempo. I watched Whiplash, by the way. You know, I understand why you think it's peak now.
Hold on. J.K. Simmons, yeah.
Yeah. I know actors' names.
He would be great if he was in that role.
The real
just like him,
murderers.
to be honest.
Well, Mr. Right, who in the world is the real killer then?
Who is the
Finally.
killer?
I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point.
Phoenix, you can't let your guard down just yet. Not till the very end.
The real killer, the person who've planned to frame Mr. Engard is... Pearl Fay.
Oh, shoot.
Miss Adrian Andrews. I choose you. You are Mr. Corridor's killer, bro.
I choose you.
I choose you.
What?
Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge?
This is not Pokemon Phoenix. Wrong game.
Wait, you gotta make like a dream Pokemon team later. Like, you gotta like set that up.
That's a good idea. Any evidence? All of the evidence points towards Miss Andrews.
What? How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me.
I can't, can I? Would you care to test me?
Then what about this knife?
The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. Engard, naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room, and the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you.
Tisk. Then... What about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama?
This button was removed from the victim's body after he'd already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found their body or the killer. However, if Mr. Engard was the real killer, there is no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama.
Ugh. Dude, how many glasses do you have?
The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Engard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him up from his nap, which again is you, Miss Andrews.
I see. What about the empty guitar case?
That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. Now, who could have known that just such a costume inside the guitar case? It could have only been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews.
No, I...
But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the glove, the guitar case, and it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right.
That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But that glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that yes, indeed, she was the classic day's discoverer of a dead body. And to top it off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe that this nickel samurai is Mr. Engard. He would be too much short for much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not?
Please, stop.
Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? I've got her this time.
Miss Andrews?
I refuse to testify.
What was that?
There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. Is that true?
Well, yes. You're absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. by allowing a witness not to testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves.
What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Enkard's room. Adrian Andrews. Oh, do you want to do the voice?
No, I like the voice you do. I like the voice you do.
Adrian Andrews.
Yes.
Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
Alright. She kinda bad,
That's it.
though.
That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews not to testify if things look bad.
You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there's still one thing you haven't done.
Thank you, never.
Coraline
Something I
or
haven't
Karma.
done? Yeah, they all keep comparing it to
It's
Caroline.
literally Coraline. Can someone draw that?
What's
I want
wrong?
to see that.
Right, are you finished already? Run out of evidence? What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you
Walking
realize
right-
this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless.
But what?
Everything you have proven is circumstantial.
Circumstantial?
Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Coroner.
Oh no.
Oh, this is easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is easy.
Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr.
This is
Coroner?
gonna make her talk.
Yeah.
I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering.
But Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think?
Maybe so, or maybe not. There's nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence.
No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do?
Lock the fuck in. Somehow, we've landed in the worst possible situation.
I would prefer to say what you said. Lock the fuck in. Turn back away.
I think
I could just start doing that every time she like turns the face. You just like
Lock
get your
the
act
fuck
together,
in, and then
bitch.
just go back.
I think we've reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews refused to testify, and the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof.
But that's not true. I got a
He
pie.
says while he's eating up chips.
No, I got a pie.
In this
What,
situation,
a pie?
Yeah, a pie.
I'm jealous. I want some.
It's a baby pie. It's like a hand.
A baby pie?
Well, it's like handheld, like you know, like it's like the size of a game controller, a little bit smaller.
Oh, I'm imagining like the little ones they sell at like stores during Thanksgiving time with like because in America they sell little pumpkin pies like around Thanksgiving. I think like if you don't want to have a full one, I'm imagining that. I guess.
Yeah,
it's kind of good.
we in the Aussie land and Kiwi land have a lot of those like sizable hand-sized pies. They're really good for
You
like.
gotta mail me one. I need one
Sure, why not?
for science reasons.
in this situation, there's only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess.
Recess?
I request that both the prosecution and the defense look into this further matter, and at tomorrow's trial...
Tomorrow? Oh hell no. Fortsy eat babies? What? I can't hungry because I just ate 4 slices of cheese pizza, but
Because
I will fight.
Fortsy ate my baby, okay?
Bro, we've definitely proven that all the evidence against our client isn't sufficient either. Why do we have to prove she's guilty? Because that's our job. We have to prove, like, again, we're trying to make sure that they're proven today. We don't have it tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial, please continue the trial.
What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he?
That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya...
Does he even know?
He seemed confused by that. I think he...
But it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. Now then, this court is...
Oh?
Oh. It is not impossible for this trial to continue.
Ooh.
Oh? Mr. Edgeworth, what are you... It's true Miss Andrew holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Oh,
Now you can look at the evidence.
That is very true. It is. Actually, there is one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews...
Now he's working with us. When you found the victim's dead
go.
body, you poured yourself a glass of juice.
Yes, and...
I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they're shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice.
So my actions were unusual, but I've already...
Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect.
Ooh. Testify?
Your Honor,
Oh.
I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness.
Oh, dude.
I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know.
Yo,
Why did I run like that?
What's up, Vex? Hello. hello, Vex. Welcome.
Hi.
We got a new person here. Welcome to the Fortsy channel. I hope you enjoy your stay. I love how Edgeworth actually has morals. He actually wants killers locked up, not just guilty verdicts. Yeah, 100%.
He's different to the original Von Karma.
Yes, and their daughter, who is the one that now presides us in court. The one that's Caroline, basically. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. If this was Caroline Von Karma, this would have been done. We would have been like over.
Dude,
But
I think she would have killed you in the courtroom.
she would have whipped us into fucking high gear.
I would love to see like Coraline in an actual like court scenario. Like you just get a bunch of friends to like play out a court scenario, be witnesses and like a victim and shit.
that would be cool. I would love to, dude. Imagine our own like.
Yo, hit me up sometime. Maybe we can set that up.
Hell yeah, that sounds great. Fortsy, did you forget the character's real name? No, it's Francisca Von Karma. But I like saying Caroline Von
Damn,
Karma.
she's kind of cool. I like her.
Hold on, let me throw that away. Okay, shit. I did not expect this to be going on as long as it did. Oh my god. See, I have a problem because I have somewhere that I need to go. Oh no.
Oh no, do you?
Yeah, I had somewhere that I had to go. My Fortsy advertising is working well. Glad to have you. Let's go. Ah, dude, I gotta go though. Ah, man. Okay, guys, unfortunately, I do need to leave for something that I planned on doing. I actually thought we were gonna have time to like go and investigate and go to a different area because I know, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I do need to go though because I promised my friends I would be somewhere. So I do need to head off today, but guys, we will continue this again later and hopefully Mads, you're around and what the fuck?
Yeah, just let me know what time and I'll try and be there.
No,
I wanna see Maya get rescued, bro.
Yeah, that is super important. Bro got too invested. I did. That's okay, Fortsy. Have fun with friends. Thank you, guys. Don't worry, guys. We will continue this later. I really want to continue this case. Unironically, I'm going to leave today, and I'm going to be thinking about this for a while. But for now, I'm going to head out and head off for the day. I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming. Before you go, hold the... Okay, you know. Okay. Have fun with friends. All good. How am I supposed to sleep after this? Oh my god, my head will just be whirring all night. Have fun with friends. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. And I will talk to all of you guys later. Come back on Friday for the collaboration between me and Dowdens. So, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to all of you guys later. Thank you for the stream. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to all of you guys later. Have a good one, everyone, and thank you, Mads, again for coming and joining us as a cameo, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Fortsy, and Kiwis. Bye, Kiwis. Good seeing you.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to all of you guys